Hey friends, Phil Robison, just stopping after a lovely walk down by the Yarra River here in Melbourne. And I've been thinking a lot about my real purpose, and that my purpose is going to be different from your purpose. But the thing that's really come out for me in my journey through the SFM is my passion for men's health. Two parts of men's health, or two parts to it: physical health and mental health, and they're both interwoven. And so for those of you that have been following me for some time now, you'll know that in 2014 I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And now, why do I share this stuff with you? Well, so I was a guy that thought he was really fit, and I had been, and I'd been running full marathons, 42.195 Ks in my late 30s, did two of those, ran a bunch of half marathons, always considered myself to be a fit person. The thing for me though was I was stress eating. I was eating because I was unhappy. I was eating because I was stressed, and that's my mate Milo who's hanging around. And I've just come and leaned against a wall here because it's a little bit more out of the wind. And I was stress eating, as I said. I was eating when I was happy, and I was eating when I was unhappy, and I was overeating. So it was emotional eating. And the thing about prostate cancer, and I'm sort of jumping around here a little, is that prostate cancer, basically at the start, there are no symptoms. Now, the only way I was ever able to understand or know that I had prostate cancer was through getting my PSA measured, or creating a baseline. We did that when I was 40, and every year, once a year, I'd go and get my health checked. I'd get a blood test. Guys, don't be afraid about having somebody put their finger up your bottom. It'd be a lot worse when somebody's actually saying, mate, you're finished. There's nothing I can do. You're stage 4. So if that's going to take 10 or 15 seconds, it doesn't hurt. So I think we need to get over ourselves. Now, I had a biopsy. It was the only way to conclusively determine if there was something going on. I had 30 swabs out of my prostate, of which 13 had cancer. So 16 December 2014, I'm on the operating table. My surgeon tells me after they did the pathology, I had a fair bit of cancer. And he said, Phil, I reckon if we hadn't operated, you would have been in a fair bit of trouble. So we made the right decision by removing your prostate at 47 years of age, which ultimately meant, he said, Phil, you probably had 2 to 5 years before you're in a fair bit of trouble. Now, what you don't want to be is that person where your doctor or urologist says, I wish you had come and seen me a year or two earlier. We could have done something. We could have done more for you. You don't want to be that person. Stress, there is no doubt stress is a trigger for things such as prostate cancer and heart attack. Men fall over constantly because they're stressed. We're wound up. I've been there. I still get stressed at times about different stuff. So guys, we need to take better care of our emotional well-being. We must look after ourselves. It's okay to acknowledge, it's not weak, it's important to acknowledge that you're having troubles. Women are fantastic. They go out with their girlfriends for a cuppa, have coffee or tea, and they get together and they talk. Men, it is getting better, but in the past, men, we have been, it's almost like it was something about being weak if you were to acknowledge that you're not doing well. I say baloney. It's strength to say, hey guys, I need a little bit of help here. It's all about getting a coach, and I'm happy to support people. Email me, people that join my business, I'm in regular contact with them via a phone call, a Zoom chat, Skype. I'm here to help people get on their journey. Everyone's purpose is going to be different. I don't know what yours is, but I will say that the SFM is a place and a vehicle to understanding and finding out who you are. And look, there's obviously other benefits of making money online, creating extra revenue, getting some geographical freedom, getting your time back. Gosh, how many people go to jobs that they don't like? In fact, my partner, she's just had 10 days off work, and she was telling me this morning, she said, oh God, I can't believe it. I'm starting to been thinking for the last hour that I've got to go back to work tomorrow. So unfortunately, most people don't get excited about their job. And in fact, I think the truth of it is, if you weren't going to be paid, would you really go and do what you're doing if you didn't have to do it? I think we all know the answer to that in our hearts. So I don't know what your journey is, I don't know what your purpose is, but I will say the SFM is a great way to understand what you're all about and to find your path. And that's what I'm here to support you on. Whatever that means for you, your path, we're here to find the best way to get you from A to B so you can be your true self and be happy and healthy, as I often say in my messages. So folks, connect with your men, make sure they're getting their health checked, look out for them, their mental health as well. You know, this whole machoism is BS. It's just a belief system. We need to get better at finding our true self and some vulnerability. In the meantime, have a beautiful day and bye for now.